Good morning, super special day. Number one, it's Wednesday, July 30th, but also I have Ben Hadley in the studio today. This is the Automotive State of the Union. We're going to be talking about Toyota, AI, and a little surprise video that Ben knows is coming, but he doesn't know what it is. I asked him a tangential question to the video I'm going to show him, and he gave me the right answer, so I know he will enjoy this video, and I think he will too. What's up, Ben?
What's good, dude? Is this number 2 for us?
This is number 2, maybe 3.
I think it's number 2 because number 1, I remember specifically, Kyle had been complaining about my mic for a year, maybe 2 years, and you came in and you said, "Dude, just tilt it."
Dude, that is the ultimate problem with anyone who has a Yeti microphone. I guarantee Kyle, Ben sounds great, by the way. Same mic. Yeah. I bet there's a 90% chance you're just using it incorrectly and it sounds way better than you think.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, so far, no complaints.
You're living proof, Ben. You're living proof. I want to let everyone know we have a few things coming up. One is an ASOTU Edge webinar next week with CarRx talking about driving loyalty with data. Basically, we're going to talk about how connected vehicle tech is powering and contributing to the service drive. You can just go to asotu.com. It's next Wednesday, August 6th, 2 p.m. If you can't be there in person, we'll give you the recording. Go to asotu.com, register. Anything that has to do with retention, especially in the service drive, is close to our hearts and should be close to yours. It's a driver. It's something that you can count on year after year after year if you do it right. So this will help you do it right. So register. Nice. All right. We got a fun conversation coming up about AI and its use in dealerships. But first, we just want to talk about a little bit of news. Summertime news tends to be a little slower in the auto industry. Tariffs have kind of dominated the news cycle for the last, I don't know, it's probably 90 days. And I guess today is no different, but a little twist on it. Despite U.S. tariffs on Japanese auto imports, Toyota kept exports rolling in June, posting record-breaking sales powered by booming hybrid demand and resilient U.S. shipment, highlighting both consumer appetite and Toyota's ability to shrug off trade turbulence. Their U.S. exports were actually up 16% in June, totaling 52,745 vehicles. Global sales hit 937,000 vehicles for the month, which is also an increase of 2.7%. First half sales reached a record 5.5 million with electrified models that includes hybrids, plug-in hybrids, leading growth. So Honda hybrid sales in North America are up 38%. Toyota spokeswoman credited, quote, strong demand, but declined to comment on future tariff impacts. So Toyota's basically like, tariffs, okay, yeah, we're up. We're exporting more cars.
Hold my sake. That's cute.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. What do you think, Ben? Toyota's hybrids, tariffs, consumer demand, all the things.
God, I was going into tariffs with pure brain logic, going,
wrong way to do that.
You can't. It's like if you go to the irrational side of things, you go, wait a second, tariffs cause FOMO, they cause exclusivity, they cause people they give people the option to feel clever, right? Okay. Which is a part of the consumer experience that I don't think we think about enough, which is like, ooh, I can beat the system. You know what? If I do this, this, and this, and this, I can still get a Toyota, and I can flex on my neighbor that, but I didn't pay full price, or whatever,
Interesting.
I think there's a part of this that actually at a psychological level makes tons of sense. But, the core story is probably just like products over policy. It's like, you can't just destroy a brand with one policy. Meanwhile, you certainly can't destroy a brand. I mean, if you said, hey, Ben, there's a country that's an island, small island with a bunch of people in it, and the only way they survive is by exportation of the stuff they make. Like, if anybody has good muscle memory of how to be agile in a tariff world, you think other countries haven't been like, yo, Japan, we're putting a tariff on you. Right. I'm probably pretty well versed in the whole we know how to react to this playbook.
Right.
So it feels like we said tariffs. They said you still want a Prius,
I mean, it really is the kind of thing where I don't know why Gmail just Google just logged me out. It was like, hey, by the way, you're signed out now.
Dude, that's so. I don't
Whatever.
know.
Whatever.
Certainly
It doesn't matter.
lock you in.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's another problem for another day. But I think you're right. Product is the end all be all. And Toyota just built a product that is in demand. On ground supply is super low because they've really done a great job at matching manufacturing to consumer demand. Even to the so it drags a little bit. Dealers want more inventory on their lots. We heard that last year at their annual meeting, like they were like, it's not going to be a lot better this year. It's like on ground demand for Toyota new cars is just going to be, it's going to be low. And meanwhile, people want these cars more and more. They have a full hybrid line of vehicles and drivetrains in all of their best selling vehicles. And it's exactly the mix that people want. So the tariffs, like they can charge the premium. Like the tariffs are not slowing down demand no matter what they are. And Toyota's just showing they're one of the most resilient car companies on this planet and will probably always be.
Do you remember, I'm sure they're still doing it, but the Vietnamese company that was coming over to the US?
FinFast?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I was still here. FinFast, okay, that scares me because I'm new. I don't have history. I don't have pedigree in the American consumer mind. You know, that I can see the risk there, but freaking Toyota's Toyota. You know what I mean? Like
Toyota's Toyota. I know.
Toyota.
They're just, it's just like literally the last 5 years on Toyota has been just one gigantic flex.
Absolutely.
It just, and
they're rock stars.
They even have, like Brian Ortega just chimes in, High Valley Toyota. We only have Tacomas on the lot. That's it, right? Because they're moving. They're moving. All right. Okay, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So if you listen to the show a lot and you watch it a lot, we typically don't do this, but we're gonna show you a video, and I'm gonna get Ben's live reaction to this. This is a video created by a YouTube creator that we have some relationship with. His name's Jaden Williams. He does a lot of skit-based comedy, but often highlighting things in real life, like the best comedy that we can relate to. Ben, I thought of you immediately when I saw this because it is basically recreating that epic scene in Whiplash when the teacher and the student are at odds and the professor is just yelling at him because he's not getting it just like he wants it. So let's roll the video and you can watch. It sounds good even if you listen to it. So
please write
an
an essay on the
AI.
Jurassic period. Oh, of course. Here you are. This is incredible. Thank you. By all means, my pleasure. No, really, like you made the prehistoric age come to life. I'm just happy to help.
That's original GPT 2023.
Okay, undergraduate level article on the energy consumption of AI.
This is how we treat them now.
This article explores the significant energy demands of artificial intelligence, particularly in training and deploying those large language models.
He stops him.
Not quite my style. Let's add some filler. I understand. This piece dives into the massive energy appetite of artificial intelligence, especially when it comes to training and running those hefty large language models. Not what I meant. It's all good. No worries. I don't want you to just repeat the same thing in a different tone. I see now. This article investigates the high energy demands imposed by artificial intelligence with an emphasis on the intensive processes required. Why do you suppose I just hurled a keyboard at your head, GPT? I don't know. Sure you do. Were you overwording? Were you underwording? Overwording? Start again. AI is transforming the way we... AI is innovating how we drive... AI is shaking up the way we create... Overwording or underwording? Underwording. So you do know the difference! I'm not gonna deal with some lackluster 2-bit AI model that doesn't know the difference between a dissertation and a high school English essay. What is this? Adjective. What is that? Adverb. Count how many prepositions are in the article. 1, 2, 3, 4,
God,
5,
I didn't know they were
6,
Silicon
7.
Valley Neanderthals train these models.
If you try to deliberately sabotage my article, I swear
I will unsubscribe and switch to Gemini.
Now, are you an overworder, or are you an underworder, or are you gonna finish my essay? Oh my God. You're not one of those freak Chinese models that shuts down the second they're offended, are you? You are worth nothing more than a box of scraps. You'll never be human. Say it. Say you're not human. I'm not human. Say it again. I'm not human. Again! I'm not human. For the final token wasting time, say it again! I'm not human!
Oh my God.
Tell me that's
you
not
know
one
what's
of the best
crazy?
things.
I was literally thinking about this earlier this morning, right?
What?
No joke. I was not yelling at ChatGPT, but I was sort of like, that's not, I didn't want you to rewrite
Heavy
the last
sigh.
thing. I wanted you to do the new thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it is so quick how fast we go from novel new thing to take for granted with ChatGPT.
I mean, I think it really kind of is a microcosm of just human relationship in general. You meet someone new, they have these amazing new traits or talents or things, and it could be a romantic relationship and everything's so great. I can't believe, how did I ever live with that? And then it's not too long before you start getting very specific in your needs and desires and your disappointments with the output. So it's funny how that it really does mimic human relationship, and our relationship with AI is changing super quickly. And so like this, that was a fun way to watch at how it's developing, but it is developing so fast. And every day, like you and I are both subscribed to, you know, probably a dozen AI newsletters. And this isn't like, oh, it's a new announcement once a week and they all have the same 5 announcements. It is a dozen newsletters that have a variety of new developments, new tools, new ways to use things every single day, every single morning. And so here we are in the auto industry trying to figure out, how do we keep up with this, and how do we deploy in a practical sense all of this? We can't ignore it. And if you are ignoring it, you are about to be overtaken. And so you have a lot of exposure to the industry. You work with Auto Genius, your work, just people looking at you as a futurist and kind of a thoughtful person on technology. I was hoping that maybe you could just share with us some of the most effective use cases you're seeing right now in the real world in dealerships that maybe other people can like start to move to or take a little advice from.
But yeah, the first is a don't. So I still see a lot of people doing the one, not paying for ChatGPT or whatever, Gemini, Claude, I don't care,
anything,
or all of them.
Free version's not enough for you.
If you're debating whether $20 a month is worth it to unlock the largest trained corpus of knowledge ever orchestrated in our lives to one thing, $20. And if that doesn't make you, if you don't, you like look at like Netflix differently now. I look at like all my other $20 subscriptions and go, what do you really do? I mean, I got this one, largest trained body of knowledge ever created. I got you, mediocre shows
that I've seen already.
Which is on the scale of things. Then the other
so the first piece of advice, pay for the premium edition. It is different. It works different. It works faster, if anything, and it gives you the cutting edge access to the broadest variety of tool sets. All right, cool. Great piece of advice.
Do it through the enterprise. Make an enterprise group. And then go into your settings and say, I don't want you to train off of my data.
Yep.
I think people are not aware that one of the single most valuable things that Auto has is data that has been locked up in a DMS and a CRM that hasn't been able to communicate to the internet. That's a total mistake, by the way. Like we didn't go, ooh, you know what? I bet this data is going to be worth a bunch of money later. But lucky for us, the sandbox plays that most vendors have orchestrated has actually created a vault of insanely valuable gold in this data that ChatGPT has not been able to train on. So the last thing you want to do is go to ChatGPT and go, hey, here's all this data that you're probably have it become.
Okay. I think that's a major takeaway. So don't just go get the paid version. You have to get the enterprise version is what you're saying.
Yep.
Which you can still just have one subscription to, right? You don't have to like set up.
Yeah. Like you do basically create a business account and then all of the sub accounts that you're paying for, you can just have it follow the same data policy.
Right. And which is great if you want to start to add members of your team at some point. Okay. First tip, right? ChatGPT, enterprise version, pay for something, and then make sure it's not training the model on your data, because if you do want to upload data, which you do want to do, we're telling you that, you need to make sure that it's not being used to make ChatGPT smarter and revealing your stuff to everybody else.
The last one I'll give you is one that's really fresh on my mind. It actually has to do with a little bit of that clip. I'm going to have to post this in the comments when I get a version that is more generic. But it's actually to give ChatGPT an ego. So
Okay.
one of the things that it's missing is it's way too agreeable.
Mm-hmm.
You can put in the
And
dumbest
supportive.
business idea.
It's like, that's an amazing idea. It's great to see you
Every
out there
time.
innovating and pushing the needle, right? Like
100%. So if you give it an ego, which you kind of can do through some prompting,
Mhm.
I'll share the prompt. It becomes a little bit more adversarial in the right ways. It becomes a little bit more opinionated in the right ways. It becomes a little bit more like, no, dude, that's actually that's not going to work, you know,
Right.
in the right ways.
Yeah.
And I think that will help a lot of people. It's still going to lack a little bit of that. You have to be kind of cognizant of your own like intuition of whether that it really is a good idea or not.
Yep.
But I found that actually it's been really helpful when I'm trying to like brainstorm something, is to have something that actually has a counter opinion to anything I'm saying.
No, I think that right there is a huge takeaway. Definitely share the prompt, share it with us, because like anyone who's used it for any measure of time, it can very quickly convince you that you're the smartest person that's ever existed and all of your ideas are good. And then it will help you flesh out all of those bad ideas in very detailed ways, which even cements the idea further that it's a good idea. And
Totally.
you're setting yourself up for a major fail.
Yeah, it's basically encouraging you to walk off the cliff. You know, it's like,
Yeah, it'll be like, here are 3 steps to do that. Make sure you wear.
yeah, but
These
wear a
things-
helmet.
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Wear a helmet that will maximize the chance that your brain won't explode all over the rocks, right?
Yes.
Let me know how it goes, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know when you hit the bottom.
And then it's like 1 human down. Right.
Yeah.
7 billion to go.
I mean, yeah. Well, let's also like bonus tip is like, as powerful as it is, you also have to recognize that the answers it's giving you are closer to average and the middle than greatness or terrible, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And so with the same trick with metrics, which I think our industry gets a little inundated with like short-term metric-driven ideas, then you also have to say the risk with ChatGPT is as soon as you've used it to pull up your salespeople and your training and your outbound messaging to average, you can't stay there.
Yeah.
Right. And you can't fool yourself into believing that like that the mission is done.
Yep.
And so it goes kind of back to the last point, but I'm actually starting to believe that the way the next wave of dealerships is going to really differentiate themselves in an AI world is by doubling down, by taking the time they've saved by using AI and applying it to things that showcase meaning. One thing I was obsessed with, this is a random example, is someone should go out and pay a bunch of local artists to paint billboards around their market and just say something. The tag would be something like, we just wanted to make your drive more beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing there is that you can't deny the effort, and effort equals meaning.
Yep.
And meaning is going to resonate way more with people in sort of this new AI world.
I love that. Effort equals meaning. Well, we gave you a few more minutes on the show, Ben, because it's you. You said, look, you just have to tell me when to stop. The clock's ticking. Our people got to go. Effort equals, would you say meaning?
Effort equals meaning.
Let's go. Take that one away. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.